Welcome to another edition of our StaySmart newsletter and podcast, brought to you by Viciniti Corporate Housing, where we try to keep you updated on what we see happening in the industry. Coming to you today from St. Louis under the Arch. I'm in town this week for the PLRB Central Region Adjusters Conference. So some really good information this week, kind of two big stories that I think really are really important to our industry, kind of corporate housing, short-term rental, furniture rental. So the first one is about Sonder entering into a long-term licensing agreement with Marriott International, also getting $156 million in liquidity. So Sonder's a furnished apartment, short-term rental, mid-term rental operator, been around for a long time. They're entering this partnership with Marriott International to list their inventory on Marriott.com. So it'll be Sonder Collection by Marriott. So it'll be interesting to see how this works out. They're going to be adding some 9,000 units later this year, and then another 1,500 units in 2025. So interesting, kind of like their pivot, a big pivot from Sonder with this moving to a distribution model with a licensing agreement. So really interesting to see how that works out. And then the next article is about Blueground and CORT, their collaboration. They have signed an agreement. So Blueground is one of the largest furnished apartment operators in the world. CORT Furniture is the largest furniture rental company. They're a Berkshire Hathaway company. So they announced a strategic partnership where CORT is going to be providing the furniture for Blueground's on-demand housing. So this is, really their kind of like, they set up the units, build the units as demand dictates. So they'll build units. This will be interesting because Blueground typically has been master lease static units. So they set up units, long-term leases with apartment communities, and then kind of lease those apartments out for multiple guests, kind of in an arbitrage model. Pivoting a little bit to this, what they call on-demand housing. Corporate housing has been doing this for a long time. So this is something not new to the corporate housing industry, but Blueground trying this on-demand housing with this partnership with CORT Furniture. And then the next article is just about home sales. The July data came out last week. NAR released the July data showing a little bit of an uptick in activity. So existing home sales were up a little bit, over 1%. Still under $4 million, so it's still somewhat of a sluggish market. Part of that is because home prices are up. Existing home prices were up over 4% in July. This is the 13th month in a row that they've been up, and the 13th month in a row that they've been at an all-time high. So currently the median home price for existing homes is $422,000. So we've seen a little bit uptick in demand. Maybe it's because interest rates are coming down, mortgage rates are coming down. The Fed signaled rate cut in September, so we'll see if we see a little bit more demand. It still seems to be a supply issue. There's not enough existing homes on the market for the demand that's out there. And then finally, there's just an article about American Express GBT, so American Express Global Business Travel, how they're using AI, how they're leveraging AI to make their operations, a little more automated. They're reading emails, or AI is reading customers' emails and kind of automating that. Seems like it's still a work in process, but Amex is a big company. They're going to eventually figure out how to get that up to scale. So interesting information there. Those are the stories that we have this week. If there's anything that you'd like to hear about Viciniti Corporate Housing, how we can help you with your temporary housing needs, we'd love to help you with that. So please reach out to me here. My contact information is below. But that's what I see transitioning this week. Take care, everyone.